excited to share with you an improvement I made to my business and my personal organization and productivity processes. This may sound extreme, but this new system may be the most effective change and implementation that I've ever made professionally. I've been using this system for 6 or 7 weeks now, and I don't recall a time where I've felt more stress-free and productive at the same time. This video is going to be a little longer than normal, but I'm certain it'll be worth your time. So there's this productivity guru by the name of David Allen, and he has famously said in the past that your mind is for having ideas, not holding them. It's to have ideas but not to hold them. In other words, if your mind is full, trying to track everything and remember everything, it has little room or capacity to think. And at Axiom, we want you to be free to think and use your creativity and your giftedness to help yourself and help the people around you thrive. I mean, I would come to my desk and I would have a full email inbox, full voicemail, piles on my desk, piles on my chair, and that system would dictate my day, and I felt stressed and behind pretty much all the time. So don't hear from me that you need to use my system. Do hear that if you want your stress level to decrease, you need a system that you can trust. And the system that's worked for me is called Wunderlist, W-U-N-D-R-L-I-S-T. I have it on my app on my phone, I have it on my iPad, and then there's a website that I can access on my business computer and my home computer. It's one system, and it automatically and immediately updates itself. So I can be walking from my car into the office, and I can dictate an idea or task into my phone, and then before I sit down and start working at my desk, that task is in the system on my desk. And so I trust it. It's when I put something in there, I know it's there, and I know I can access it at any time. So when I put a idea or task into a Wunderlist, it goes into what's called the inbox. And from there, I can put it in different folders. I can put that idea or task into different folders. And what I do is organize my folders by where I will be to most effectively do that task or work on that idea. So for example, I have a folder for my office desk, my home desk, and then I have a folder for items that I would want to talk with Ben about, and with Richard, and with Dan, and with Steve. And so it's great. So when I'm in a meeting with Ben, I can pull that up, and I might have 7 or 8 things in there that I can talk to him about. And it's very effective to have those there. And I trust it. And again, it's been very, very effective. So how I start each day is I come into my inbox, and the first thing I do is come into my inbox, and then I move each idea or task into its best folder. Let me show that to you. Okay, so here's a quick look at my inbox. I have added a handful of things. I'm going to take this one here that says get Leslie a Southwest card. I'm going to do that at my home desk. So watch this. Put that over there. It's gone, and I do that with all the others. And I work down to have a empty inbox. Okay, so you can see now that my inbox is empty, and then over here is all these folders where those tasks and ideas are in the right spot for where I will be working or who I will be with. Okay, so then another huge feature that Wunderlist has is assisting us in getting our email inbox cleared out also. So so that you don't have a second system where you have a to-do list, and then you have an email box list, and then a voicemail list, and piles, and so on. So it is much, much less effective if you're holding tasks and ideas in all these different spots. So the solution for the email box is to clear it each day. And so what Wunderlist does is it allows you to forward an email into your Wunderlist. So what I do is get into my Outlook inbox, and I either delete the email, or I send it to spam, or if it requires less than 2 minutes for me to accomplish the tasks associated with that email, I'll do that in less than 2 minutes. And then anything that's will take longer than 2 minutes, I forward it to me at Wunderlist, and it goes into my Wunderlist list. And then I can delete that email and get down to a clear inbox with nothing in it.
That's what it looks like to have the inbox down to 0.
Okay, so now I have cleared out my inbox. I have cleared off both my Wunderlist inbox and my email inbox, and everything is now in its right folder within my Wunderlist, and I can start prioritizing. So what I do, and there's a million ways to do this, I've found that the more complicated you make prioritization, the least likely I am to stick with that and have it sustainable. So I'm using a very simple method of prioritization, and it seems to be working really well. So what I do is I go into my folders at the beginning of the day after the 2 inboxes are all cleared, and in each folder I will click a star on that task, and of course Wunderlist has that star, and that automatically sends that prioritized task or idea to a folder called starred. And so I'll go through that process, and when I'm done, all I work on is from the starred folder. There may be 5 or 6 tasks in there, and I work on those for the day or for the week, however long the duration is, and it keeps my mind clear and stress-free. And as I'm focusing on just those and knocking those things down that are clearly prioritized tasks, man, it feels so good. I feel like I'm just plowing through high priority, highly effective tasks. And then I'll just do that tomorrow too. The rhythm has been absolutely fabulous. Hey, so that's it. That's the plan. It's that simple. Wunderlist.com. Encourage you to use it or another tool like it at the beginning of each day to decrease your stress, my stress. Man, we have so much going on in our company, in our personal lives, in our volunteer work, and so on. And we need a system so we can free up space in our mind, and then we can have room to think, to be creative, use our giftedness, and work on our priorities, our prioritized tasks, so that we can thrive and the people around us can thrive.